This is Cure for the Mind, and this is my proof that God does not exist. Please, if you have any arguments, comment them below. If you're just gonna put a little minus, unlike my video because you don't like it and you don't put a comment, that's gonna make me really happy because that only fortifies my atheistic belief, and it's gonna make a lot of people believe in atheism much more without any arguments. So we're gonna start with this from Genesis, from the Bible. Any theist out there that reads the Bible can tell me if I'm right on. I just googled this and this is what I found. It starts off with in the beginning, and I'm gonna stop there. And the reason being is because of this. Everything that exists has a beginning. That's the stars, the earth, the suns, and all the matter and things like that. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a warning ahead of time. I'm gonna actually say something that you're gonna try to argue, but it's a trap. So that I'm warning you now. It is a trap. I'm trapping you. The reason why is because it'll come back to the Bible, your Bible, in the beginning. So in the beginning, everything that exists has a beginning. So if we look at God, what God is, we don't know what God is. God made the universe, and well, for one thing, where did God get the material to make the universe? That doesn't make any sense. So basically, God made us out of nothing. This is what the argument's trying to tell us. And if God made us out of all the material that exists now, out of God, then God must exist and God must have a beginning. So that also creates a problem. So we have to go back to this thing that says in the beginning, and everything that exists has a beginning. So everything that exists is equal to the beginning. Then I'm gonna make this other argument, saying there's things in life that we yet have discovered. So do they exist without us discovering them? Of course they do exist without us discovering them. Now this is the trap. This is the trap that I'm telling you about, and I hope you theists fall for it, because it's gonna make my argument even more fortified. And I'm telling you what the trap is. Everything that I'm talking to you is in this video. The trap plus the argument and plus the compelling argument with your own Bible, which is kind of sad. So if God were to exist, then God would have a beginning. If God were not to exist, then what is God? God is nothing then. But the way most theists try to get away with it is saying God is above existence. But for me, that's just a fancy above existence. It's just a fancy way of saying it doesn't exist. And that can't be. So my question to any atheist, to any theist, atheist too, but mostly theist, what is above existence? What connections do we have? What observations do we have? How do we know that even exists? Above existence, for me, that's just a rewording of it doesn't exist. Above existence is non-existent, and that's God right there. It's like multiplying any variable by zero. That's all you're doing is just adding variables, and it's still multiplying by zero. You still get zero. Unless you're trying to divide by zero, then you get error, because if you do the multiplication by zero, it's zero. So zero divided by zero can't exist. This is out of math. So any atheist or theist out there that want to argue me, please do. If you do comment on my video, please do so. If you just do the unlike and then run without a comment, that's gonna make me more happier and fortify my atheistic belief and view, and only say God doesn't exist. So please put a little negative sign without a comment. Even though my comments are open, I don't need to review to approve them, because they're open. My comments are open. My like or dislike bar is open. I'm not like most theists out there on YouTube that do not let this happen. Even if it's a 10-year-old video, if this video becomes 10 years old and becomes really old, I am definitely not going to, I'm not gonna take it down. You can still comment on them. You can still try to derive some interesting arguments against my argument. But I'm already telling you this. If you fall for the trap that's in my what I'm saying right now, it's just a loop and it doesn't get out and it becomes preposterous. Your belief becomes preposterous, and we have to throw it away. And that's why I'm an atheist. This is one of the arguments that I've been thinking about for a very long time, and I mentioned it in my last video. But this is they say most atheists say what's your proof that God doesn't exist? Well, this is my proof that God doesn't exist. And you asked the question, and here's your answer. So what's your proof that God does exist? And yet there's no compelling evidence or anything that I've heard that were satisfactory, even just a little bit, to the ear, satisfactory, just a little bit, just even a little flavor onto it. No, nothing. So please make your arguments, make your statements. I think YouTube only allows 500 characters. Email them to me. I'll make another video about all that. But as of now, this is the main point of my entire belief structure. And even though I don't believe in God, I do believe in myself, because I do exist. And all I have to do is present myself to you. It's as easy as that, and God has yet to present itself to me. I don't even call him a him. I call him an it, or a God, or that, because there's just nothing to reference it to. Most theists is just their existence of God is their ego. And every ego is different, so I'm pretty sure every God is different. I've seen it throughout the entire YouTube community and out in real life as well. So this is Cure for the Mind, being sick, and please make your arguments. Try to argue against me, and I hope you do fall for the trap that it's laid down in here. I'm pretty sure you'll catch it. It'll catch your ear because it's, really pronounced. So this is Cure for the Mind saying, argue against me.